Claude Code is great, but until few days ago it had one annoying limitation. You have to be in the terminal in order to use it. Walk away and it's over. Want to kick off a task from your phone? Well, good luck. But the new feature, Channels, fixes that. And in this video we are looking at what is it, how does it work, and if it's actually useful. The workflow most of us hate is when you kick off a long-running task in Claude and then have to babysit it. You can't check it from your phone. And the old remote control function exists, but it is flaky enough, so the most users just ignored it. And OpenClaw proved that there was a demand for something better. 200,000 stars for an open source GitHub repository that was basically just a Claude Code wired to the WhatsApp. The idea was simple, but to execute it, you would have to run your own server, manage your own infrastructure, and accept a very loose security rules. And finally, Anthropic shipped the same idea as a first-party feature, and no self-hosting required. Channels turn Claude Code into always-on agent that external systems can push events into. Telegram, Discord, CI webhooks, and your monitoring alerts. And Claude maintains a full session context across these events. You don't need to be in a terminal anymore. Instead of you opening a session in a terminal and waiting for Claude to respond, Claude runs in the background and reacts to the messages when they arrive. Currently, this feature is in research preview with the Telegram and Discord only. And custom channel support is available if you want to wire in your own sources, CI pipelines, or even Datadog. Now let's see how to set it up. There is only two prerequisites: Claude Code and Bun. Bun is a JavaScript runtime that Anthropic recently acquired. So don't forget to install Bun first, because that's the step most people forget about. Now I'm going to show you how to set it up with a Telegram. So first of all, go to the bot fuzzer and create a new bot. It will ask you about the name for your bot, so just type in whatever name you want. The only limitation here, it seems it does not accept dashes, so I had to use underscores. Then bot fuzzer will return you a token. Make sure to copy it and put it somewhere safe. You will need it in the next steps to create a connection between Telegram and your Claude Code. Next, open your terminal and open your Claude Code. Don't forget to upgrade it if you're running an older version, because there is a chance it might not support this very new feature. Then run this command to install Claude Plugins Marketplace, or upgrade it as well if you already installed it. And if you see this error that is on the screen, something about GitHub not being able to use submodules, then you need to upgrade your Git version as well. Then when you install the plugin, run the command to configure the bot token. It will save your token into the .env file where Claude can access it anytime. Or, as an alternative, you can set an environment variable in your terminal before you run Claude. And then the important bit, you need to restart your Claude with --channels flag. This will enable the preview feature. And you also need to pass a plugin that you're using, in our case the Telegram one. After that, you need to pair your Claude with your Telegram bot. Open the Telegram bot and send any message. The bot will return you a pairing code. Copy the code and run this command into your Claude Code. Telegram access pair, and then your code that you just got from the bot. And then don't forget to lock down the access, so only your bot can send messages to your Claude Code session. Just run this command and your Claude Code will be ready to accept messages from Telegram. Now let's test our new bot. First I'll just try something simple. So I just asked it to run tests in my app, and it's running tests and returning me a message that it's all green. Now let's do something more complicated. I asked Claude to add a new feature to my app, but here is the catch. You can only send messages from your Telegram, but You cannot actually approve actions of Claude. You need to go back to terminal to do that. But there is a way just to grant all permissions to Claude. This is a bit of a dangerous thing to do, so do it only if you 100% sure this is safe and no one except you is going to control your Claude Code. So I'm going to show you how to do that. All you need is just to stop Claude and then restart it. Adding the flag dangerously skip permissions. So let's try it again. Accept the terms, and now I'm going to try and message Claude again. And now if I open terminal, I can see that it is starting to do something. You can see it does not ask me for permissions anymore because we run it with that dangerous flag. That's a trade-off for now, but well, this feature is just in the preview, so I guess it's okay. And you can see that when it is done, it is responded back with the summary of the changes it made. And if I want to continue editing my app, I don't have to be on my laptop. I can just take my phone and do the same from my Telegram app on the phone. So let me just test it. Let's say I want to tell it, change the time for notifications to 10 a.m. and I'm sending it. And now if I open my terminal, you can see that it got my command and started implementing it. And once it's ready, it's sending me the message. So what does it mean? You can actually wipe code while you're outside, commuting or walking or drinking coffee or doing anything else from your phone. This is all cool, of course, but for the real life usage of Claude Code channels, you need to understand its security model. The plugin runs locally and it pulls the bot API outbound. No inbound ports opened on your machine. No reverse proxies, no public webhooks. Traffic never touches the public internet directly. Authentication is pairing code based, so your bot is locked to a specific user ID. Even if someone else is in the same Telegram channel or Discord server as you, they cannot control your Claude Code. Anthropic also has published a prompt injection threat modeling, so if you're going to use channels for anything sensitive, it's worth reading. And beyond the obvious fix bugs from your phone demo, what else Claude Code channels can be useful for? First of all, your CI integration. For example, you can add a webhook that will notify Claude if your pipeline falls. It will investigate the logs and report back before you even read the error message. And second use case is monitoring. When Datadog or similar tool fires an alert, Claude can triage it and you will get a summary in Telegram. And of course, it is really handy for long-running tasks. Kick it off from your phone while you are away, and when you come back to your laptop, it will already be done. And just to summarize, if you are already heavily using Claude Code, channels are a genuine quality of life improvement. Setup takes about 5 minutes and security model is solid for a preview. Of course, the permissions limitation is a bit of a pain, but it is manageable if you understand the trade-offs. Of course, this is just an experimental feature and there are some rough edges, but at its core it works. And that's it for today. I will link the documentation in the description below the video and let me know in the comments if you already tried Claude channels and what do you think. And if my video was useful for you, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for my channel. And see you in the next video.